Good day and God bless. Welcome to Verses from My Car. I am Dana. Today we're going to read the first story from a little book called Dare to Journey with Henry Nouwen by Charles Rigma. The first story, the first reflection, I suppose. He calls them reflections. Is about Psalm 46:10. So, we'll flip over to the King James and we'll grab Psalm 26:10. So we have some reference to go from. Be still and know that I am God. I will be exalted among the heathen. I will be exalted in the earth. So, the reflection on that, this one's called Wasted Time. Taking time for inner renewal. There is just so much that needs to be done. Extra demands at home and work. More time with the family. Keeping up with our exercise program. Planning the next holiday. Time out for friends. Involvement in our children's school activities. Completing the new management course. In these and many other ways, the busy round of life draws us into a myriad of activities, all important, but all demanding more of our time and energy. Even church activities jostle for our attention and commitment, and creative acts of service require long-term support and care often demand more than we are able to give. So we try to do more while our energies ebb away and we become like uprooted trees with our roots wildly groping for the sky. Thus we anxiously throw our arms toward heaven, praying for extra grace and special enabling, when instead we should be planted again in nourishing soil. The soil is not meant to make us do less, but to change our priorities so we take time to be still, and in the stillness find new strength and hope. Henry Nouwen reminds us that time given to inner renewal is never wasted. In fact, it is the fuel for the journey, and more importantly, it is the discipline that will shape the very fabric of our being. And that was the reflection. I haven't gone through this book yet. I'm reading it with you for the first time. But it appears that every reflection is going to be about one page, one of these pages. So this book has 180 reflections. Well, it looks like there's a couple, like the very last one, for instance, that might be slightly more than one page. Not much, but a little. So I guess the next little while will be quick little videos. But they're all important. They give us time to reflect. Maybe a little different perspective on what we're reading in the Bible. And as you noticed, I'm a firm believer in the King James. And there's a few reasons for that. One of the many, and I'll do a video on this at some point, but one of the many reasons I'm a firm believer in the King James as the word, the preserved word, is because if you look at pretty much all the other ones, whether you're going JW or Mormon or whatever, it doesn't matter. Even stuff like NIV, they've taken verses out that are in the King James. They've changed verses, and there's one that really threw me for a loop that when you see this, if you're not reading the King James, you'll probably jump over there. It's really not that hard to understand once you get a grasp on the language. But anyway, at some point I'll probably make a video on that and show you some of the differences. Don't really know what else to say about that, but it's kind of scary. So, King James, seriously. Okay, so let's end this, as always, with the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from the evil one. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. That's another thing that's going to change soon, is the Lord's Prayer. I've already changed it once. I'm going to go right back to the King James. Everything's going to be King James, other than these little books and stories I read to you. So, I hope you enjoyed that. More to come. Lots more to come. In the meantime, have a great day, and God bless.